about me, they called it illegitimate, they called it everything in the book, it was fine. When I say it, now here's the difference. Hillary conceded. I never conceded. We're going to go over them real quickly in a little while, but when you hear these numbers of swing states, there was no reason to concede. They should have conceded. They did the honest thing, attacking our country. Even though the numbers are greater, they don't have the death watch in the right-hand corner. Remember on CNN, fake news, which is down 80% in ratings. We don't have that anymore, but they're losing more people, okay? What's going on? That doesn't sound so good. That's because it's fake news. They are the enemy of the people. The Democrat bill contains billions and billions of dollars for unlawful government training programs inspired by toxic and bigoted critical race theory. It's crammed with so-called equity provisions. Equity, you know what equity means? We're going to take it away from you and give it to other people. I don't think they're going to take it away from too many of you. I don't think they're going to take it away. But it's a code word for illegal government discrimination that they want to bring to everything from education to housing to healthcare to our military. They're also giving the IRS the power to destroy people, just like they tried to do with the Tea Party, Christian organizations, and just like they've always been trying to do to me. And you see that? We fight like hell. We all fight like hell. This bill is a sinister combination of job-killing tax hikes and woke fascism that will destroy our nation. And to think that we had 11 Republicans go along with an extension. Headed up by Mitch McConnell. Can you believe it? And you know what it does? It gives the Democrats more time, 2 months, gives them more time to figure it out. They can now have 2 more months to figure out how to screw us. That's what they did. They approved it. And they should be ashamed of themselves. The radical Democrats will lower the final price tag to try to fool the public. They'll come in and go, we don't want the 5, because it's really 5, it's not 3.5. Also, it's not an infrastructure bill, it's 9% infrastructure. The rest is Green New Deal garbage that we might as well just throw it out, put it in the waste paper basket. But think of it, trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, more than anybody's ever conceived of, most of it for junk programs that will only hurt our country. But the bottom line will always be a socialist transformation of America if they allow this to happen. So when they talk about the debt ceiling, we have a very powerful card there. We don't want to violate that, but that's more important than what they're going to do by passing this thing that's going to kill our nation. All Americans of common sense, Republican, Democrat, and Independent, must stand firm. And you have to really stand strong and firm against Biden, crazy Nancy Pelosi, she's a nut job, and the extreme left. To ever become a socialist country. That's what they're doing. And I really think it's a step beyond. I think it's going to be a communist country. We're not letting it happen. But these people, the media, who don't cover anything they do that's wrong, anything they do that's okay, they make it like it's the greatest thing that ever happened. And anything we do that's right, they make it sound bad, evil, and corrupt. They are sick people, and they're really hurting our country. Practically every single Democrat lawmaker in the House and Senate has endorsed this deranged legislation. And that's why every single one of them has to be voted out of office next November. election already. I mean, think of it. It's a year from now. We're having an election. So quickly it flies. The 4 years really flew. You know, I did a couple of things. I said, I have two things. Number one is to protect and save our country. And the other thing was to survive against these maniacs. We must send the radical left a message they will never ever forget. And we must do it by electing record numbers of America First Republicans. And we have a lot of The Democrats' multi-trillion-dollar spending spree is also going to trigger runaway inflation. And last month we saw yet another dismal jobs report. Came out yesterday. Did you see those numbers? They were a disaster. In fact, even the radical left newscasters know. I think we're looking at 600,000 or 700,000. What do you think about? I think 700,000. I think it's 800,000. How about like really less than 200,000? They're saying like, whoa, this is bad. And 10 minutes later, well, it's not that bad actually. It's pretty good. These people are so corrupt. The media, look, I don't need to do this, but the media is corrupt. And you know what? When I started, I'm so proud of this. Two things I proved. Number one, the elections are totally corrupt in our country. They have been never like they want to disaster. They use COVID in order to cheat and rig. And the other thing is how dishonest the media was, because there were 96% approval rating before I came along, and now they're like in what, the 20s. They're actually, I think, lower than Congress. Is that possible? We're going to witness that deadly combination of no growth and inflation, or what is known as stagflation. You remember stagflation from the years of Jimmy Carter? That's very good. Oh, let me see what. Oh, she's a historian. Jimmy Carter, stagflation. They were not good years. I was in business. I was saying this isn't good. It was a bad time for our country, but this will be far worse because the numbers are far bigger. Under my administration, we had the exact opposite. We had low inflation, surging growth, and the greatest jobs presidency in the history of our country. Looking at these big, beautiful screens. Who else is going to give you a big screen like that? By the way, you know, we have great generals, but not the television guys. These guys are major losers. But you think that General George Patton would have left early after dead soldiers for no reason whatsoever? And you think he would have left $85 billion worth of the best anywhere in the world? And you know, Russia and China, they already have samples of our great helicopters. We have the Apache helicopter. We're the best stuff in the world. And they are now re-engineering the equipment. They're de-engineering. They're taking it apart. They're figuring it out. And very soon they'll be building the best stuff for less money. It's a disgrace. What's happened is a disgrace. Think of it. 600,000 of the best machine guns, rifles, and guns made anywhere in the world. And I read the other day, there's tremendous numbers of our equipment right now being sold on the black market. Isn't that ridiculous? You know, General George Patton, you know, I saw that movie years ago. A little while ago, we were in a rally, and it was a great rally, and I said, you know, could you guys ever find that opening to George Patton? Right? That was a great, what a great thing that was. Where does he stop? I don't know, did he win the Academy Award? Did the movie? I think so, something like that. They did pretty well, right? But that was it. In fact, they actually said that wasn't nearly as tough as the real Patton. That was a softer version of the real Patton. But we need that. You know, we did great. We knocked out 100% of the ISIS caliphate. We had great generals. We had a general named Kane. I went to Iraq. I don't want to compare him because he's not a television general. I'll end up ruining him. He'll probably come out with a bad statement about me because he was told to. But we had a general. I flew in and I landed at night. Every window was dark because they thought it would be this on Air Force One. I said, isn't that terrible? The lights were all off. They pulled down the shades. The plane was entirely black. They couldn't see it. And I said, isn't that incredible? We've spent trillions of dollars in the Middle East and we can't even land Air Force One with the lights on, right? But I landed and it was an incredible experience. I got to meet a lot of great, real people, real soldiers, real generals, real officers. We have great generals. They greeted me at the airplane, immediately whisked me inside. I say, even with all the money we spent, but I met two generals that could star any movie. They had that quality, and the sergeant was unbelievable. Could have been a movie star. Said, you know, you're a good-looking guy. You're a tough guy. Yes, sir. But I met General. I said, General Kane, what's your first name? Raisin. He said, Raisin. I said, you mean like a raisin? Yes, sir. I said, you mean your name is General Raisin Kane? I love you, General. I love you for that. And I said, so General, they say it's going to take 2 years, General, to get rid of the ISIS caliphate in Iraq, Syria. And do you agree with it? No, sir. I said, you know, well, my Washington television general said 2 years, and they said we won't be able to do it, and then I disagree, sir. They said, how long will it take? Sir, we can do it in 4 weeks, maybe less. I said, wait a minute, General, explain yourself. Well, sir, they would come here, and they're of a higher rank. I said, did you ever tell them what you have in mind? No, sir, that wasn't my job. I'm a general, I was at a lower rank. They tell me, sir. They didn't ask. I'm not supposed to do that, sir. I'd like to, but